Hello, fans. How are we doing? It's a day in the week, Tuesday the 11th of November, Armistice Day, and I'm here in that West End of London, almost as per usual, and I'm just taking some pictures. Now, today I'm out on the streets and I'm doing two things that I've always vowed I would never do. That is go out with a telephoto lens on the street, and B, make a video about it. There's plenty of YouTubers on the old YouTubes. They go out and make a thing out of going out with the old 85s, don't they? And set it to wide open and take some really shit pictures. And well, I think the results are invariably total shite, because they take the pictures from across the street or miles away, and everything's wide open and everything's get that bokeh, whatever you call it. And I don't really do that. That's not really my style, is it? I'm more of a kind of close-in person and zone focusing, blah blah blah. Well, I'm not going to do that today. I need to be a little distant. So I'm still going to aim for the same sort of photographs, but from a little bit further away. It's not difficult for me, because I tend to be a kind of walk past, point, shoot, and that is going to be quite difficult with this. So we're going to see what we're going to get. Yeah, I'm not going to go for that. Oh, it's a leading line. Oh, look, there's a leading line. Let's take a picture of a leading line. Or let's take a picture across the street and make the background really fuzzy. So I'm shooting on f8. Now, the other thing I hate about modern lenses and telephotos in general, they're so bloody big, aren't they? And which makes them kind of heavy and unwieldy. So we're going to see what I can do.
them and then we shouldn't even worry about it. But this we can't work.
No advice of
God Almighty is a faithful God, is a kind God, is a merciful God. And He is saying to you and I, wake up, wake up. The time is now to know the truth. The truth will make you free. Religion causes problems. Don't get involved in any religion, because religion creates poison among us. If you don't believe in my religion, I hate you. I kill you. Some religions even burn you alive. Jesus Christ is not a religion. It's a relationship. When you have a wife, before you marry her, there is freedom in Jesus Christ. There is freedom in the Savior of the world. There is freedom in the truth. The truth is in Jesus, not in anyone else. If you don't know Jesus, it is time for you to search. You don't have to believe me. Search the truth, and the truth will come to your mind and impress you and will change you. That to loving is life, awakening. Please awake, awake today.
बच्चे भी अब बड़े हो गए बेटा भी ज़्यादा नहीं खेल रहे हैं
Hello photo fans, it's Future Ian here. Happy New Year. It's 2026, January 2026 when I'm recording this. Now, that 85mm video I shot about 2 months ago. It was in November. And like I said in the video, I was out. I try and get as much time on the street as I can. But on that day I had, excuse me, sound. That day I had a commission later in the day, so I didn't have, I only had my 85mm lens with me, is what I'm saying. So I decided to go out and use that. Now, as I might have said in the video, I'm not a big fan of the 85mm or longer lens stuff on the street. It's really not my bag. So I was kind of, I guess you'd say, outside of my comfort zone. But that's not the reason I don't do it. I don't like it. And I think you probably can do good street photography stuff with that 85mm. It's just not my thing, and most of the stuff that you do see, especially on YouTube using it, is absolute shite. Anyway, so that's that. So 85 was all I had. I wanted to make a video that day, so there we go. That's what happened, and I used the 85. Now, I did it with an open mind, thinking maybe this might be enjoyable. I might enjoy this and get some really lovely shots and just become an 85mm convert. But that didn't happen. I mean, some of the shots I quite like on there that I've shown on the video. But it didn't convince me that something as long as 85mm would be my future for street photography. Last year I mostly shot on 28mm and some 21 and a little bit of 35mm, but mostly for quite a while I'd say 28mm has been my go-to, and I do change it about a bit, but 28mm has been my go-to, as I say. And it really shows the difference when you go out. It really highlights, I think, the strengths and the weaknesses when you try something new of what you do as a norm. So I think going out with the 85mm, I was having really to compose with a lot more. I had to be a lot more critical in my composition. When I'm shooting wide, like 28, 21, 35 even, my composition is fairly based on intuition. I'm kind of so used to the framing that it's almost, what is the word? Instinctive, that's the word. My framing with a wider camera lens is more instinctive than thoughtful, if you want to use that word. But I think the fact that I found myself having to think a lot about my framing with the 85 is something I can think about with my wider stuff. And indeed, I've been shooting a lot of 50 this year. In fact, I think I've been totally on the 50 since the beginning of the year. And I think shooting with that, the idea of being more critical on your framing is quite important, because you've got a bit of that, slightly further away thing, and which gives you a bit more time to do that, to be more critical possibly with your framing. So so I'm taking that on board. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And also when I shoot on 28 or 35 or 21, I'm going to be aiming to think about being more critical about how I frame stuff. I mean, the instinctive stuff has served me well. I very rarely have to crop anything. So, and I, when I'm shooting with the 28mm, I'm like 4 feet away from my subject usually, which makes critical framing quite challenging. But I think I need to be aware of that. The other thing which I'm getting out of the experience is how many shots I saw I could have gotten if I had the 28mm. So shots I missed, but I was thinking, if I had 28mm, that would be a nice shot, that would be a nice shot. And that thing of looking, I don't know if it's subconscious or if I was consciously doing that, probably subconsciously to begin with, but as I went on more consciously, that idea of looking for good or possibly good shots. I think, I'm going over the water here, going over the weir at Palm to the Mill Lock. So I'll shut up for a minute. There's the weir, can you see it? The back river of the navigation is pretty much in flood, so it's gone down a bit, but it has been in flood. So there's quite a lot of water running through there, and behind me, these fields, they're floodplain fields. They're very wet. This one not so much. Well, one further up looks like a lake. Enough of that. So I was saying, so I was just noticing lots of pictures I was missing if I'd had something wider. And I think that's something to think about when I am out taking wider pictures, just being more focused on that. When you get used to a way of doing things, I think you can become a bit blasé about it. So I probably missed lots of pictures even now when that was 28mm. Lots of pictures that I was seeing when I was with the 85mm. I'm thinking, wow, I could have taken that with a 28. But, quite a lot while I'm out, I might not have been thinking, oh, that's a shot. I think I was noticing more 28mm shots than I would normally have taken. So, again, while it was kind of, oh, I missed a picture there, I missed a picture here, you know, I think it reminds you that you need to be looking. And because of the nature of the 85, I found myself more actively looking and being a bit less blasé about things, or some might say lazy. I wouldn't go that far. So that's two things. There was something else, but I've totally forgotten what it was. Anyway, okay, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Oh yeah, the other thing is, would I go out with the 85 again? Not out of choice. I didn't enjoy it. I mean, like I've said, I've been doing a lot with the 50, and I think that's probably as long as I want to go. I'm getting some, what I think are really nice results with the 50. Taking it, you know, it requires a bit more time, a bit more craft about it. But that's what I'm finding. You know, your mileage may vary. But yeah, I'm enjoying the process. Okay, it's getting dark now. It's about 4 o'clock, it's going to be dark in half an hour. So I'm going to walk back along the river, going back over the weir. At Palmden Mill. That is Palmden Mill there. Can you see it? Oh, it's behind that tree, so probably not. It's an old mill, unsurprisingly, and it's now some sort of artist studio, creative place. It's quite nice. Yeah, let's see. Oh, let's go there. There we go, there it is. It's quite an old building, I imagine. Got a big old chimney, so that's probably something to do with the milling process. Okay, well thanks for watching. It's getting a bit dark now, isn't it? Yeah, it's getting a bit dark now, so I will turn around to the camera and say goodbye. Like, subscribe, comment, buy me a coffee, all that stuff. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time. Adios.